Hi everyone, Brent Wessler. Wanted just to do a quick demonstration, side-by-side comparison of these different LLM models, two applications, specifically Gemini Pro Preview model and the Gemini 2.5 Lite Preview. What I'm finding is that each model does things a little differently, and as you can see here on the top, and it's really hard to kind of compare, but the use case here was simply extracting some metadata from boxes. And so what we see here is in the label of the box, you can see on the bottom the light version, which is the smaller model, does a much poorer job extracting text values, and you can see here it got flake or take instead of the actual word lake. You can see that in a couple areas there with those X selections. We also can look at some of the other engines. So if we go to something like AWS Bedrock or Gemini 3 Pro comparatively, I find that Gemini 3 Pro is like the best. I know there's been a lot of talk about Gemini and how it's overtaking OpenAI, and a comparison of using AWS Bedrock, where you create an actual template. They call it a blueprint. You can see at the bottom, AWS really struggles with the ability to do things like finding those boxes at the bottom where there isn't a head-on picture. We're also seeing, and this isn't really a fair comparison because this is the Gemini Pro 3 versus the OpenAI GPT-4o-mini model. So it is a mini model, not a a full model like Pro is. But you can see here it didn't even get close. It got Swine Lake instead of Quarry Lake, and you can see a huge difference in these different models. Now, if you run these things, so here's the actual back end. So AWS Bedrock Blueprints, and you can see here it didn't do nearly as good a job when there's a lot of noise around the different boxes around the palette that we're trying to extract. You can see it does a good job extracting the particular box numbers in some barcodes, but not all, versus something like this where you're using Vertex AI, which is Gemini's studio component. And here I just basically gave it the same prompts, and it extracts way better. In fact, this is so accurate that it's exact. It's significantly more accurate than 2.5 Pro and the light versions. So for our particular use case, we're going to go with this particular model. Although it's in preview, it is quite a bit more expensive. To just give a quick side-by-side comparison, the Gemini 2.5 Lite preview version would have cost us around $100. The Pro 3.0 version is going to cost us a little over $600. Thank you, like and subscribe for more.